I just did a video, took an hour and 17 minutes, and I didn't turn on the microphone for myself, which means there was no volume. So an hour and 17 minutes of me going over information that will be beneficial only to me. Oh Lord, that happens a lot. For some reason, this particular program doesn't turn back on with these set. It used to, where these will automatically be turned on, but not anymore. So you have to redo it every single time. And because I've done so many videos where I didn't have to do it, it's something I have to remind myself of. What I wanted to give you guys on this is the contract update, so many of you can have an idea of what's going on with the contract. I received an email from someone. The individual was letting me know that they did the contract. They sent it to the bank, and this particular bank and attorney, and they have sent me a copy of the settlement agreement. Okay. Uh-oh. The New England Patriot win a record-tying 6 Super Bowl. Isn't that interesting that the Patriots won the Super Bowl? They won it 13-3. Oh, oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, so that you all understand what's going on, they sent me a copy of the settlement agreement from this attorney, and they sent them the contract, and the attorney sent them the settlement agreement. And the agreement was, we will dismiss our foreclosure with prejudice, meaning that they, with this particular property, this particular loan, they cannot bring another foreclosure. They get the house free and clear if they withdraw the contract. Now, we had people questioning the contract. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen the settlement agreement, and I agree that they should take it. Some people are saying, well, you should have them add this and add that. No, we go by the spirit of the agreement, because guess what? If the spirit of the agreement is in bad faith, then the contract is reinstituted. If they come back after the house, after this, the contract is reinstituted. The agreement is everything is dismissed with prejudice, so they can't bring forth another claim regarding that property. It's theirs free and clear. Well, shouldn't they say this and shouldn't they? We're not concerned about what they should and should not say. Because if they don't stick to the good faith section of the agreement, then that's all she wrote. You know, that's kind of bad that the Super Bowl would be over with at 7 p.m., but it is 10 p.m. Eastern. But that's kind of not so good that, people, they don't get to the rest of their night watching, commercials. Budweiser. Yes, that's probably one of the last time I watched commercials in the Super Bowl. And that's what the video that I was just doing, talking about how I don't um, give me 1 second. Sorry, I was checking some of my emails. Let's get away from the talking about the Super Bowl. Let's get away from talking about commercials. Let's talk to you all about the contract. Ladies and gentlemen, the contract, not the one between the bankers, it doesn't have it, but the contract with the infant estate, the contract with the incarcerated individuals have the age of majority information in it, where they recognize you as having attained the age of majority. If they do not respond within the 10 days, they've acquiesced and recognized you having attained the age of majority. And as long as the government recognizes and acknowledges that, that's what the arbitration is for. So that the arbitrator can go ahead, recognize and acknowledge that and put that on the record. What are you talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't know that now the arbitrator gets to certify that you've attained the age of majority. You don't have to ask the arbitrator to do that. It's already in the contract. You see, the contract is binding. There's nothing they can do to get around the contract. You get rid of this contract, you get rid of all the other contracts. Look, that's why I was doing the other video. That's why it was an hour and some odd minutes long, an hour and 17 minutes long. Because they keep thinking that they're smarter than me. What they're not taking into effect and into account, and I'll tell them so that they can understand it and get it, is I am not being controlled by television. I'm not being controlled by commercials. I don't listen to commercials. Even in my car, I don't listen to the radio. I listen to MP3. Okay? All of my stuff comes from already programmed information, not information that I have to go get from someplace else. So like a commercial, I don't go and buy the latest stuff based upon some stupid advertisement. Now, I did see something in a store the other day, and it was blueberry biscuits in a box. Blueberry biscuits in a box. Ladies and gentlemen, blueberry biscuits in a box. Okay? How do you have blueberry biscuits in a box? So I bought the blueberry biscuits in a box. And I said, I'm going to try it out because I'm interested in these blueberry biscuits in a box. Okay? So I'm going to test out these blueberry biscuits in a box. And I will let you all know how the blueberry biscuits in a box tasted. Okay? That's what I do. I'll try something like that. It's a small box. It's not a lot of them. It was only $1. So I'm going to try it. And I'll let you know. That's how I treat myself. You know, I went to this store called Whole Foods for the first time. For the first time in my life, I went to a Whole Foods and I bought some, what is it called? I got to go to it and look at it because these are potato chips. And these particular potato chips are called Red Hot Blues Garden of Eden. And it's corn tortilla chips. And these are supposed to be from some new look, same great product, okay, bag. And it's gluten free. Ladies and gentlemen, I bought that bag, 2 for $7. And they're okay. They're not great. They're not something I'd buy again, but they're okay. But 2 for $7, that's a lot. I also bought some of their breaded fish, and the breaded fish is okay. I paid $9 for that. But the way this fish is, it was worth it. It tastes okay. So what am I trying to tell you guys? I don't do advertisement. I don't care how much advertisement you got going on. I don't do advertisement. I don't care for it. So I avoid all sources of advertisement. I don't watch commercials. I don't watch television. When a commercial comes on, you'll hear me complain because I hate commercials. Ladies and gentlemen, I was this way since 1996. 1986, not 96. 1986. I hated commercials. I always got up and walked out of the room when a commercial came on. Or I turned down the TV or I changed the channel. I don't like commercials. I don't like being controlled by anything or anyone. That's why I can't do drugs, because I can't let something control me. You following me thus far? So, we have one case where a person sits up there and they literally use the contract, and the contract, based on the information inside, they receive a settlement offer where they get the house. So I'm told they're going to agree to the contract and they're going to get their house without having to go to anybody's court, just by mailing in a document that they got for free. And they notified me and thanked me. Okay, I give them credit for even acknowledging the fact that they utilized something that I gave out there for free. Okay, that's the first thing. Got that out of the way. Now the second one. There was a gentleman who was listening to my video. He was listening to me talk about the right to travel. So he created a document. Now, give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I just spent the last 20 minutes looking for that particular document that a gentleman created based upon the New Hampshire Code and the fact that he wanted to ride around with his own personal plates on his automobile. And so he got pulled over the very same day he created the document. At least that's what the email said. Okay. They sent a copy of the document, and that's what I was trying to pull up to show you. I will post the document eventually. I'm going to make some revisions to it. But basically all he did was handed it to the officer. And he said, the officer, after he read it, said, okay, have a nice day. And he let him go. Now, mind you, not saying that that will happen in every single case, because sometimes they just don't want to be bothered. They just don't want to go through the paperwork. They're getting ready to end their shift, and they figure they'll let somebody else deal with it. Okay, sometimes that is the case. However, I do believe it was effective because he did point out all of the issues that needed to be pointed out. Okay, the only problem is he sent it to a different email address. And so I wasn't able to get into those emails as of yet because, sorry, just too tired. So we will be posting that soon. So we just wanted to let you guys know about the contract and the information regarding New Hampshire and the right to travel and non-commercial goods, non-consumer goods. Okay, personal private travel is what it is all about. You are having your right to your private property. The contract, since they don't want to let us attain the age of majority on our own, we're going to attain the age of majority through contract. That's what the infinite estate contract is all about. Okay, if you are doing the incarceration document, it says the same thing at the very top. So I want you all to pay attention to the fact that the idea is we are trying to protect your interests. You cannot call, you cannot write, you cannot email, you cannot communicate with SATCOM, SITCOM, SAA, none of them about this stuff because they are not dealing with any of this stuff. We're being bombarded with people asking questions about what they're hearing about on my videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue to ignore the fact that you cannot get in touch with me through any of the organizations, you don't have the right to contact me. You cannot contact me. I will not help you with your problems. I will not help you with answering your questions. If you are stuck someplace, you have to get your own self unstuck. It's not my job. If you continue to do that, then I give you my word, and if any of you know me, you know I keep my word. I will stop doing these videos. I will stop helping you. Now, yes, I know there's going to be some ignorant idiot out there who's going to try to play games. I'll take care of them. But the ones who are doing it, you know exactly who you are, asking me to help you with your personal stupid stuff. That is not my problem. That is your problem. I am not here to be your so-called huckleberry. I am not going to bow. I am not going to slow down. I am not going to stop doing what I do just to help you because you're in a situation. Do not contact me. Do not ask me for my help because I'm not here for that. And you're not going to make me feel obligated at all. Not today, not tomorrow. I'm going to instruct SATCOM, SITCOM, and all the other organizations I'm helping with to basically give you a template in response. You ask questions, you try to communicate with me, you try to ask me, hire me and all that. People, you can't hire me, you can't buy me. Okay, the arbitrations are being set up. I just saw some people get notices who I was helping. So the arbitrations are being set up, they are being scheduled. The earliest one is being, well, several are being scheduled tomorrow, then several are being scheduled Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So they are processing the arbitration, but some people think that the arbitration happens overnight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an overnight process. Arbitration scheduling is up to 6 months because individuals do have the right to ask for extensions of time. That is the opposing party, and if they have attorneys, they know this. Okay, so it can take up to 6 months, and as the contract says, the arbitrator will normally grant the extension of 6 months intentionally. Why? In an effort of good faith, because that's what the contract calls for. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Okay? It really is that simple. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, this video was only supposed to be 15 minutes, and we're not at 15 minutes yet, but we're not going to milk it. So we want y'all to have a good day, good life, good time, and I'm hoping that the information about the fact that the individual had success goes ahead and gives you some information. Like I said, I've seen the settlement offer, and it doesn't look like it is faked, and the individual has communicated with me over the last 2 years. So I do not do anything other than take them at their word that that's what they were able to achieve just by sending out the contract. So have a good day, have a good life. Hopefully it'll keep working for you. Goodbye, everyone.